Okay, and howdy everybody. Welcome to the Living Temple. And in this one, I want to talk about eye salve. It's a bit odd, isn't it? It's not something we see a lot these days. It's especially not mentioned a lot. Those of us with pets have probably been prescribed something for an eye infection or an eye scratch, or children at some point where you get this tiny little tube of goo. You have to pull the eyelid down and squish it in there, and that's the squirting sound for the day. Anyways, while reading Revelation chapter 3, in verse 18 one day, this came to my mind, eye salve, eh? I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich, and white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear. And anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see. You started thinking about this and wondering, well, they're talking about it. They don't give a description of it. They don't say what it was. So they had something that they put in the eyes back then to help with dry eyes or irritated eyes, or something that would help to clear your vision. So I started researching it. And the easiest one that I came across was coconut oil. Pure and organic, filtered, that's pretty important, organic coconut oil. So pure, filtered, organic coconut oil. Virgin. So it hasn't been pasteurized, heated up, boiled, anything like that. It's the stuff that has kind of at room temperature in a cool climate has a kind of a pearly sort of appearance to it. Well, I just happened to have some of that. And a few of you may remember quite a few months back, I was asking about it and commenting that I was going to start using it. And so I did. I used it pretty regularly for a few weeks. I'd put it in my eyes, which is a process unto itself, for 3 times a week, probably, using an eyedropper. You have to use a crude setup to get it liquidy enough to get in the eyedropper. That's recommended to use hot water, put it in a bowl, take a smaller vessel, set it within the larger bowl, and put the coconut oil in there. And then over the course of a few minutes, that will liquefy and bring it up to about your body temperature. I strongly suggest, even though I haven't burned my eyes, I strongly suggest that once you load your eyedropper, you do the baby bottle test and put a drop on your wrist. Because if you dump hot oil in your eye, that's going to do more harm than good. So, anyways, I started doing this for a few times a week for quite a while, maybe a month or so, and then cut it down to when my eyes would be irritated, I'd put in a couple of drops of coconut oil into each eye. I highly recommend that if you do this, wait until the evening, or if you work graveyard shift or whatever, wait until you're ready to go to bed and then put the drops in, because it gunkifies your vision. Right? You're putting a thick substance into your eyes, and you're going to have to blink. You're going to have to roll your eyes around and underneath your eyelids, get everything lubricated, and then just deal with it for a little bit. If you try that, I'm not a doctor. And people are going to tell you, if you listen to me, about squirting coconut oil in your eyes, filtered virgin coconut oil, filtered, pretty key. You don't want a small piece of coconut shell in your eyeball. Then give it a try. Did it improve my vision? Yeah, I think it did. And I don't think it was necessarily for improving my vision, but I believe it improved the elasticity, the shape changing ability that everybody's eyes have. Those muscles connected to your eyeballs actually alter the shape of your lens, of your eyeball, so that your lens can focus close distance, long distance. And I think it did help. It did help with the irritation. Am I going to try other eye salves? I think so. That they're much more in-depth recipes to get something that you can safely put into your eye. Again, the whole reason I went with the coconut oil, the extra virgin filtered coconut oil, non-pasteurized, is because that's just how you use it. You heat it up slightly to a liquid state at body temperature and ding it into each eye. One drop, and then one drop again is the way I do it. So a total of 2 drops per each eye per session. It's rather interesting. I think you should give it a try if you're having eye issues. But what else is there? Has anyone else tried an eye salve, a homemade eye salve? I really don't give a big flying fertilizer pile what doctors prescribe. At this point, if you're seeking out people that take an oath to Hephaestus or whatever serpent deity that is, more power to you. But it's not going to be me. So whatever our Father created, if you used it, extracted it from his creation properly. I want to hear, and other people do too. Anyways, that's it for now. Thank you all very much. I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye.